The lunch rush had barely begun when Emma Carter tied the strings of her apron behind her back and stepped onto the polished diner floor. The familiar sounds of clinking plates, sizzling burgers, and cheerful conversations blended into a rhythm she had known for nearly 7 years. Every morning she reminded herself of the same thing: no matter who walked through the door, everyone deserved respect. The Sunset Grill sat on the edge of a busy downtown district where construction workers shared booths with lawyers, tourists, nurses, and college students. It wasn't fancy, but it had earned a reputation for warm service and homemade meals that reminded people of home. Emma had become one of the reasons customers kept returning. She remembered birthdays, favorite drinks, allergies, and even the names of customers' children. People often joked that she ran the restaurant better than the manager himself. What none of them knew was how much she needed the job. Every dollar mattered. Her mother required expensive medication after suffering a stroke 2 years earlier, and Emma was raising her younger brother, Noah, who dreamed of becoming an engineer. College applications were only months away, and the savings account Emma secretly built for him still looked painfully small. She never complained. She simply worked harder. That Thursday looked ordinary until a line of luxury black SUVs stopped outside the restaurant. Heads turned toward the windows. Even before the first passenger stepped out, everyone sensed something unusual. 4 men in tailored suits entered first, scanning every corner of the diner before nodding toward the door. Then came the man everyone recognized. Victor Langford. His face appeared regularly on business magazines and financial television. Billionaire investor. Owner of multiple hotel chains. Known for buying struggling companies and transforming them into profitable empires. He was also famous for something else. His temper. Articles often praised his brilliance while quietly mentioning that employees rarely lasted long under him. Emma had seen his face before but never expected him to visit a place like the Sunset Grill. The manager nearly sprinted across the dining room. "Mr. Langford. What an honor. Please, this way." Victor barely acknowledged him. His expensive watch flashed under the restaurant lights as he adjusted the cuff of his navy suit. "I have 20 minutes, he said flatly. "Make them count." His assistants followed closely behind carrying tablets, phones, and folders. They occupied the largest booth in the restaurant. The atmosphere changed instantly. Conversations became whispers. Several customers discreetly raised their phones, hoping for a photo. Emma picked up her order pad. "I'll take that table," she told another waitress. "You sure?" her coworker whispered. "I've heard he's impossible." Emma smiled. "Everyone gets hungry." She approached with her usual calm expression. "Good afternoon. Welcome to Sunset Grill. My name is Emma, and I'll be taking care of you today." Victor didn't even look up. He continued typing on his phone. One assistant answered instead. "Sparkling water." Another interrupted. "Actually, imported mineral water." Victor finally raised his eyes. "Neither." Silence settled over the table. "I'll have still water with exactly 3 ice cubes." Emma nodded politely. "Of course." He studied her face as if searching for a reason to criticize. "And don't make me repeat myself." She wrote the order without reacting. "Anything else?" He closed the menu. "You should already know what today's special is." "I do." "Then tell me." She described the chef's recommendations with confidence, explaining the ingredients and preparation of each dish. Victor listened carefully. When she finished, he simply said, "I'll take none of those." His assistants exchanged uncomfortable glances. "I'll have the steak." "Our premium ribeye?" "No." "The sirloin?" "No." Emma remained patient. "We also have." "I want something that isn't on the menu." She blinked. "I'm sorry." If your chef is as talented as people claim, tell him to surprise me. One assistant quietly sighed. Emma smiled gently. I'll ask the chef what he can prepare. Victor leaned back. And if I don't like it? We'll make it right. For the first time, a faint smirk crossed his face. We'll see. As Emma walked toward the kitchen, several customers watched her with sympathy. The cook frowned after hearing the unusual request. He wants what? A surprise. The chef laughed. Rich people. Still, he carefully prepared one of his favorite off-menu creations, a perfectly cooked steak topped with garlic herb butter, roasted vegetables, and a red wine reduction. Nearly 20 minutes later Emma carried the plate to Victor's table herself. The presentation was flawless. She placed it gently before him. Our chef hopes you enjoy this. Victor examined the dish in silence. Every eye in the restaurant seemed fixed on the table. He picked up his knife. Cut one bite. Chewed slowly. No expression. Then he placed the fork down. I've had better. His words echoed louder than expected. The room fell quiet. Emma kept her composure. I'm sorry it didn't meet your expectations. It didn't. What would you prefer instead? Victor stared directly into her eyes. I prefer competence. Several nearby customers looked visibly uncomfortable. Emma nodded once. I understand. Instead of arguing, apologizing excessively, or becoming defensive, she calmly lifted the untouched plate. I'll let our chef know and see what else we can prepare. Her steady voice carried no anger. No embarrassment. No fear. Only professionalism. Victor watched her leave. For the first time that afternoon, something unexpected crossed his face. Curiosity. Because unlike everyone else who rushed to impress him, this waitress had given him something he almost never encountered. Quiet dignity. And he had no idea that before the day ended, he would discover exactly who Emma Carter really was, and why the entire restaurant would soon remember her name.